The night my sister tried to steal my home, she didn't whisper it in a corner. She grabbed a microphone, and my husband stood there, sipping wine. My name is Casey Reed. I'm 32. I was 7 months pregnant, standing in the living room of my Albuquerque apartment, the first place I had ever owned in my life. String lights glowing, friends laughing, family smiling. It was supposed to be our housewarming party, a celebration of new beginnings. Instead, it became the night my entire life split in half. Sheila, my sister, walked to the karaoke machine like she owned the place. "I've already spoken to a lawyer," she said, her voice cutting through the music. "From this moment on, I am the owner of this house." The room went silent. Then she pointed at me, "And she is no longer welcome here." I swear my heart stopped beating. My hand went straight to my belly. My baby kicked. Across the room, my husband Derek didn't move, didn't defend me, didn't even look at me. He just sipped his wine. I should have seen it coming. The late-night texts, the whispering, the way Sheila walked into my apartment like it was already hers. But I was pregnant, tired, trusting, and that was my first mistake. 6 months earlier, Derek and I had signed the mortgage. The apartment was in my name, only mine, because his credit wasn't good enough. I poured my savings into the down payment. Years of overtime, years of sacrifice. I was proud. And when I found out I was pregnant, this place felt sacred, safe, ours. Then Derek started changing, coming home late, phone buzzing nonstop, turning it face down when I walked in. When I asked who he was texting, work, always work. At the same time, Sheila suddenly became very interested in my finances. "Did you pay the mortgage? Are you sure you can afford it? Maybe refinance." How did she even know about our loan? I hadn't told her anything. One afternoon, I came home to find her inside, rearranging my pillows, critiquing my curtains, holding a measuring tape. "How did you get in?" I asked. She smiled. "Derek gave me a key." That was the moment something inside me cracked. But I stayed calm. For the baby, for peace, for family. Then one morning, while Derek was in the shower, I opened his laptop. I wasn't snooping, I was surviving. There was an email thread titled Apartment Docs. He had sent Sheila our mortgage contract, the one with my signature, the one in my name. And her reply? "She doesn't need to know. We'll handle it." Handle what? My hands were shaking, but I took screenshots because instinct told me something bigger was happening. At the party, when she made her announcement, it all clicked. She wasn't bluffing. She believed she had a claim, and Derek's silence told me he agreed. The whispers around me grew louder. "She looks shocked. Is this true?" I felt everyone waiting for me to collapse, to cry, to beg. Instead, I reached into my purse and pulled out a folder, because I had prepared. You see, the week before the party, my coworker Paula showed me something. A photo. Derek and Sheila at a coffee shop, sitting close. Too close. Her hand on his arm. And then a text she'd seen on his phone. "Casey is clueless. Once we push her out, the apartment's ours." Ours. Not mine. Not ours as husband and wife. Ours as them. That was the moment betrayal stopped being suspicion and became war. After the party, I called Sheila, recorded it. "Why are you doing this?" I asked calmly. She laughed. "You're in over your head, Casey. That place is too much for you. Derek and I will take care of it." Derek and I. There it was, confirmation. Affair, conspiracy, the whole thing. I moved out the next morning, into my best friend Monica's apartment. I cried that night, not because I lost my husband, but because I realized I never really had him. The next day, I hired a lawyer, Laura Martinez, and I laid everything on her desk. Texts, emails, photos, the recording, the mortgage contract, all in my name. She looked at me and said, "This isn't just messy, this is fraud." It got worse. Sheila had sent a forged email to a real estate agency claiming she was co-owner, with my signature copied and pasted. My own sister tried to forge documents to steal my home. The criminal investigation started immediately. And then I met Derek in a park. I recorded that too. "Why?" I asked. He didn't deny it. She said we could sell it, split the money. Split the money? He didn't say he loved her, he didn't apologize, he just admitted the plan, and that was enough. The courtroom felt colder than I expected. Sheila looked confident walking in. Derek avoided my eyes. Laura presented everything: the texts, the forged email, the audio recordings, his confession. The judge's face hardened. When she questioned Sheila about the fake signature, Sheila couldn't answer. Her voice trembled. For the first time in her life, she looked small. The ruling was simple. The apartment was mine, solely mine. Sheila had no legal claim. Derek had violated my privacy. Damages were awarded, and the fraud investigation against Sheila moved forward. When the gavel hit the desk, I exhaled for the first time in months. That same afternoon, I signed divorce papers. No dramatic speeches, no second chances, just signatures. Final, clean, necessary. 2 months later, I gave birth to my daughter. I named her Ivy because Ivy grows, even in the harshest conditions. Monica was in the room with me, not Derek, not Sheila, and honestly, I didn't miss them. I moved into a new apartment, smaller, quieter, peaceful, no spare keys, no whispers, no betrayal, just me and my daughter, and the kind of strength I didn't know I had. Sheila lost her reputation in our community. People talk, especially when fraud charges are involved. Derek? Last I heard, he moved out of state. Funny how they tried to push me out and ended up removing themselves. Here's what I learned. Family isn't blood, it's loyalty. Marriage isn't vows, it's action. And betrayal, it's loud. But truth is louder. I used to think I was weak because I trusted. Now I know trusting was never weakness. Ignoring red flags was. And I will never ignore them again. So tell me, if you were 7 months pregnant and your own sister and husband tried to steal your home, would you have fought the way I did, or would you have walked away? Let me know in the comments, because sometimes the biggest battles are fought inside your own family.